Hello, Alex here. It's time for another income report. So, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you, the latest traffic and revenue generated by 4 of my websites. 2 of them I thought were dead. I just abandoned them and was bored of them and wasn't doing any work on them, but they refused to die. The sites I'm talking about is, of course, bestpressurewasher.com and wheelalong.co.uk. Something interesting happening with those two, so we'll take a look at that in a bit more detail. And I've also got an update for you on Dartpix, which is the project where I'm trying to flip the site, and an update on Best Corn Popper. Let's go. Hello, it's Alex here. Hope you're all well. Hope your sites are doing well. So let's start with those 2 sites that I thought were dead. Well, it turns out they're not dead. They're bouncing back. Now, of course, this is probably, I say probably because I don't really know what's going on, but probably it's due to seasonality. The sites are Best Pressure Washer and Wheel Along, which are kind of seasonal. Pressure washers, people tend to use them more in the summer. And Wheel Along's about trolleys and wheelbarrows and outside carts, moving stuff around. And again, people tend to do that more in the summer. So keep in mind that I've done no work on these sites recently. I've not added any content, not done any link building. I've barely even logged into them. So yeah, no work, nada, nothing. But let's take a look at some of the income reports and the analytics. Let's start with Best Pressure Washer. I'll put them up on the screen now. And, well, let's start with the traffic. We can see that traffic is up 36% on last month. Organic up to 965 users, which is up 60%. And this has been reflected in the Amazon earnings. Let's take a look at them. We can see that from Amazon.com, last month we pulled in $73.97, which is up quite a bit because we only pulled in $36.31 in February. And it's a similar story over on wheelalong.co.uk, which is, as the domain name suggests, a UK targeted site, but same seasonal effect happens anywhere in the Northern Hemisphere, doesn't it? I guess America, Europe, the UK, they're all pretty much the same. But yeah, wheelalong.co.uk, if we take a look at the traffic, we can see that we got a total number of users last month of 1,013, which is up 25% on the previous month. Organic, we had 667 users, which is up 38%. Again, this has had a positive effect on the earnings. Let's look at the Amazon.co.uk commissions. And it was £31.89, which is around $41. That's up from £14.28 the month before, which is around $18. So, yeah, pretty much doubled there in terms of the revenue. Now, Wheel Along, unlike Best Pressure Washer, has got Ezoic ads running, and if we take a look at that, well, that's it's nothing exciting. It's just $5.60, but it's up 28%. So what does this mean? Well, it means I should probably go and do some work on those sites that they're not dead. They are just seasonal, which was kind of my suspicion anyway. And yeah, I need to go do some work on them. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to plan out some more content for both sites. I'm going to get it written up and I'm going to get it published. And we'll see if we can kind of continue this momentum and have a really good summer with the sites. Now let's move on to 2 sites that I am actively working on. The first one is Best Corn Popper, which of course is this lovely site which is running the popcorn theme. Well, in fact, it's a site that I created just to show off the popcorn theme, which is a WordPress theme designed specifically for niche websites. It's been developed by me and Carl and Phil. I say developed by me and Carl and Phil. Mainly developed by Phil with the odd input from me and Carl. It's a fantastic theme. It's had some updates recently and yes, just go check it out if you haven't done so already. But yeah, Best Corn Popper was the demo site that I created using the theme and it's doing pretty well. In terms of content, I've just published 10 articles, although I did that this month, so that doesn't really count. Nothing done last month, but let's take a look at the traffic. And we can see that we got some growth. We've got 3.1k users I hate Google Analytics 4. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to put that right now. Why does it not give me an exact number? Never mind. We'll go with the loose number of 3.1K, which is up 7.5% on the previous month. Organic, and actually you do get a precise number within the organic report. We have 2,324 users, which is up 13.5%. Search Console's looking good as well, and generally, yeah, I'm pleased with that growth. Now, I'm pretty sure popcorn isn't that seasonal, so there's none of that happening here. It's just some natural growth due to the work that we've been doing on the site, adding content, and yeah. I have actually had a couple of links built to the site, I should say that, but there'll be more on that soon. They've only just kind of appeared. I purchased them from the Hoff. And yeah, there's going to be a full video review of those links real soon. Anyway, let's move on to the Amazon earnings. Let's take a look. And we can see a really good month. $78.20, which is up, well up on last month, which was only $37.85. And well, the reason for the growth is that we've had a few big orders in terms of popcorn machines. You'd think that there wasn't a lot of money to be made within the popcorn niche or niche, but there is actually a few machines that are quite expensive, like this one that we got an order on last month, which generated a nice bit of commission. So that's Best Corn Popper. I've got a few other articles planned for this site, which should be happening over the next few weeks. And of course, I'll share what those are with you on this channel. So you're probably not going to want to miss that. If you're not already subscribed, I suggest you do it right now. It'd be a good opportunity to just look down below this video and click that subscribe button. Last, but by no means least, we've got dartpicks.com, which is a site that I bought quite a few months ago now. Paid $800 for it, and I'm looking at flipping it. I want to 10x it, so I want to sell it for at least $8,000, but I'm hoping for more. There will be a full feature-length video on that entire process once I've sold it. So before we take a look at the traffic for dartpicks.com, just keep in mind that we've been adding lots of content to the site. It had 25 new articles added last month, and that content has been created with the help of AI, the fantastic Jasper.ai. And yeah, it's all been a bit of an experiment, really, using AI tools on a site, basically to create all of the content. And it seems to be working pretty well. By the way, if you're new here and you've not seen any of my videos on Jasper, which used to be called Jarvis, which used to be called Conversion AI, that's a long story. I've done loads of videos on that tool, and you can see them all in that playlist. Loads of new content. Let's have a look at the effect on the traffic. And we can see that it's actually a little bit flat. Yeah, compared to the other sites that we've looked at in this video, a little bit flat. 3,674 users last month, which was up only 3% on the previous month. And actually, if you look at the organic traffic, it's virtually the same as last month. So no real growth there, but let's not panic. This kind of thing can happen. Yeah, I'm not worried. However, when we take a look at the Amazon earnings, it's a slightly different story. Let's take a look. We can see that Amazon pulled in a fantastic $297.16, which is well up on last month because we only pulled in about $100 last month. And there's a reason for this. We had a big sale. Let me show you. We actually sold a dartboard that goes on Amazon for over $4,000. So that's a pretty tasty sale. Got a good commission on that, and that's what really boosted the revenue on that site this month. Let's take a look at Ezoic. The site is running Ezoic ads, and they're doing pretty well. We can see that Ezoic generated $23.36, which is about the same as last month, which is to be expected because traffic's about the same as last month. So that brings in a fantastic total on DartPicks of, let me look at my calculator, $320.52. So site is growing nicely. If we did a multiplier on that, where's my calculator here? People are getting like a 35x, aren't they, at the moment? So 35 times 320, 52 equals $11,218 is an approximate evaluation of that site now. So it's very exciting. So that's it. That's all 4 sites. You're up to date. The total across all of those sites actually came to $571.86. which is not bad. Really excited about dart picks. Best Corn Popper's looking good as well. Waiting to see what effect those new links have on it. And a couple other little tweaks that I've been trying out on my sites are basically adding some, let's call it trust information. The kind of stuff here, you can see it in the footer. Basically adding my name, phone number, an address, filling out the about page a bit more, adding a contact page. By the way, that's not my real phone number, or indeed my real address. You can buy addresses and phone numbers. But yeah, I want to give Google the impression that it's a real proper site with some real proper people behind it, and yeah, it's very trustworthy. It's too early to say if that's had any effect, and of course, once I find out if it has had a positive effect, I'll share it with you in a video. That brings us to the end of this video. How are your sites doing? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment below. I do read all the comments that I get, and I will try to reply to as many of you as I possibly can. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button. That really does help me out. But until next time, adios!